Nick and Nick Drummer 20.
My name is Corey Snipes at Snipes Dama.
You guys are listening to Georgia Kendama Radio. Today we're going to talk about why videos are vital for Kendama. Why is it important to make videos for yourself? Why are Kendama videos important for the community as a whole? That's what we're going to go over today, so I hope you guys keep listening. So, I've been making Kendama videos almost as long as I've been playing Kendama. It's just always been a part of Kendama for me. It's one of those things, it's like a creative outlet for it, and I also just want to show people, what I do.
Right.
I mean, I know you've been doing videos a long time too.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat here. Basically, been doing videos since I first started playing Kendama, and it's just one of those things that's always pushed me, and I've always viewed it as one of those things where I can show others, like you said, what I'm capable of and what kind of stuff I like to do.
Yeah, and it's weird because we don't even think about it a lot of times. We don't think about why do we take these videos, It's just you just naturally do it. I don't think I know a single person who doesn't actively try and put themselves in front of a camera and do a trick. I honestly don't think I can name a single person who plays Kendama consistently.
I mean, there may be some people here and there who just don't like filming edits in general, like long edits.
Yeah.
Like my friend Matt, for instance, he's just camera shy, I guess.
Yeah.
But overall, if you ask him to do a trick for you, he's not gonna shy away from it. I mean.
Yeah, for sure. And whenever we got the camera out, if we say something, he's ready to go into it.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I said, why do we do this? I think the reason for videoing yourself playing Kendama is that you really want to show everybody what you've got. You want to show everybody you've finally mastered this part of this trick or this type of trick or whatever, and you had a crazy cool idea. And it's really natural in this day and age to want to show that over the internet. What better way to do that than through video? And B, I think it's also because we enjoy consuming that media. So it's kind of like a give and take thing.
Yeah.
So we give out, we send out a video, and we can only assume that more people are going to, send videos to whatever platform themselves.
It's interesting you said that, because a lot of times I find myself, when I'm lacking inspiration for a Kendama edit or just going out and filming, and just what I do is just throw on one of my favorite edits and just watch that, and then take in whatever creativity from that edit, whether it be a style of trick I kind of want to go for, or a general idea of a shot that I might want to do, whatever it might be, but I will always go to another edit just to get that inspiration that I'm lacking.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, even when I'm not wanting to play Kendama, if I go and watch a video, I'm instantly like, oh my god. Or especially, I mean, it's gotta be, I guess, a kind of good one or a nostalgic one. But once I watch a video, I'm like, oh, I want to go play Kendama now. So they're really great for getting that creativity back in your head, or just pushing you to get up and go and play Kendama. So going back to the reason why we do it ourselves is because we want, a lot of us want people to do that themselves. We want people to go and play Kendama. And so if what we can do, inspires someone to do it themselves, then all for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice to see someone go for something that you're going for, and there's a lot of times where you may do something that's completely out of the box that's never really even been thought of, and a lot of times that's kind of rare because just the Kendama community is so large. But when it does happen, it's a good feeling, and it's even possible for it to really catch on throughout the whole community. Adding on to that, I actually want to say that I think that edits are important in just getting your skills on the computer and with editing tools. It's one of those things that just really makes you hone in on all those kind of skills, not just Kendama in general,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a pretty marketable skill to be able to do videos itself.
Yeah, and it really pays off in the end. If you play Kendama and you watch the modern edits, a lot of times we tell a story in the way that they're edited, and if you're able to hone in and basically kind of copy ideas and just at least get practice by doing stuff like that, making your own edits. In the future, if you're working for a company or whatever, that might help you, it might not, but at least you have that skill under your belt. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely a good thing to have.
I also think that making Kendama videos is vital because it's like we already said, it shows what you can do, but it also opens up comments from other people. Sometimes that's criticism, like, oh, you handed that, but other times it's more constructive things like, what if you did this and added this into this trick?
Right.
Or that was super cool, I want to try it, and then you think, oh, people like this, let me try another variation, things like that, and you get feedback from people.
Yeah.
And I think in what some people don't realize is Kendama's super social game, a super social lifestyle almost. So all that feedback is huge for people, and playing Kendama with other people and all that. So getting that feedback, it really pushes you. It really pushes everybody else. And so that's a big reason why it's vital for sure.
Yeah, I would argue that part of the reason that I put out those videos that I put out is just so I can get some feedback, I mean, getting likes and whatever, that's I guess I consider that feedback as well.
Yeah.
But more importantly, getting the comments like, oh dude, that one trick that you did, like the second one, whatever, was cool, but maybe you should do da 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 da, but in general, I feel like I put out videos to get some type of feedback, whether it be good or bad.
Now, I want to ask you this, and this is a discussion we're going to have together, is do you think it's important to post videos to both Instagram and YouTube, and possibly Facebook as well, on doing it on all platforms, or is that not necessary?
I think it depends on what you're going for. If you're doing something, let's say, like earlier this year, you're doing the February 28 tricks later. That's something I participated in as well as Nick. And every single day I would upload, and I had a ritual for it. I would upload straight to Instagram first, and then right afterwards I would upload right to my Facebook. And at the end of each video I would put my Instagram handle. And the reason I did that is so that when I uploaded to FKC, to the Georgia Kendama page, people are going to see that video, and either they're going to like it or they're not going to like it. But if they do like it, I want them to be like, who's this kid? What are they about? And at the end, I'm feeding them my Instagram handle so they have a chance to go find out for themselves what I'm about, who I am, whatever. It's on them to click on that link to my Instagram handle or not. And if they don't, that's fine. I got tomorrow. You know what I mean? Because that was 28 tricks later. So I had 28 days for, people to follow me. And actually, speaking of that, during that month, I had the biggest explosion of followers I've ever had. I gained almost over 100 followers that month just from posting every single day like that.
Yeah.
So doing stuff like that helps. Just making sure you get your exposure out. But what you don't want to do, I feel like, is if, say, like, I'm working on edit right now, and I'm stacking up a bunch of clips. And every time I get a clip, it's very tempting for me to just, okay, I might want to put this in an Instagram clip or something. But you got to be careful about that because you don't want to give too much away. Because when edit time comes, you don't want it to be filled with tricks that were half from Instagram. Yeah, and it's not really anything new.
Them already.
Yeah, so what's the fun in that? So there's a fine line of what you should do when you're uploading on your social medias, and you should just kind of use your common sense as to where the best place is for your video. And it doesn't even have to be shared right away. Like, you could share your video on Facebook like a month from now if that's what you want to do. Like, there's no set timeline for when you want to do it. It just depends on what fits best for what style project you're working on, and just use your best common sense, I feel like, for it.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably say that I think it's important to put what you want on all platforms at a time. Maybe not YouTube, depending on how long of a clip you're doing.
Yeah.
I put all my 28 tricks later on YouTube, but that was a specific case because I wanted to go back and be able to watch 28 tricks like in a playlist. But in general, like if you just have a quick, like one trick, I wouldn't say really YouTube is the best platform for that. I know personally when I'm on YouTube, I'm not really looking for 12-second videos. I'm looking for at least 3 to 4 minute videos.
Mm-hmm.
So to just to see that, it's not enough. Going through playlists is a different thing. But I would say that I think for posting videos online, that you really should try and get it out on the most amount of social medias that you have. Unless, of course, you have, Facebook for more professional reasons or whatever. But if you're willing to put those things and actively trying to do that, I would say that try and get them in each platform at a time. I agree that it's not always necessary to put a video up like on all platforms as at the same time. If you're filming for a video.
Yeah.
But basically, what I'm saying is that if you're gonna put something, if you have several accounts that you're doing kendama stuff on, you might as well put them on all accounts. That way, your bubble of social media that people can follow is constantly being updated, because that again, it facilitates feedback, and that's a great way for people to get to know you.
Yeah.
Is through seeing you. And so when you have several social medias updated all at one time, that people will likely be following you multi-platforms anyways, so they'll keep seeing your face and think, oh, who's that person? A great example is when me and Corey went to Chattanooga a little while ago. RWB and Green Theory was having an event. Super fun, great time. And I'd never met Matt Rice before. Shout out Matt Rice. But I talked to him for a minute, and I mentioned my Instagram handle. I was like, "Oh yeah, I know you, Nick Drummer 20." And people might not know your name all the time, but because of social media and because of constantly having things rotating, people know you. And in this case, I had Matt Rice know me, and that happens very consistently. I know that happens to you at Battle at the Border, probably.
Yeah. It's like, I think also it's like a subconscious thing. Like, a lot of times as humans, we're not really paying full attention, but like people will just scroll through their news feed, and they'll see that name over and over again, but it won't really like click until they actually meet the person, and it's like, oh, wait a minute, yeah, I know you. I see you all over the place on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. And it's cool because it makes the community that much smaller, and it makes meeting people a lot easier, and it's just nice all around. So updating to all platforms, I agree, is good for that reason, definitely.
Yeah. So posting videos, like I said, it's pretty vital to overall getting feedback, knowing more people in the Kendama community, and improving on your own skills.
Speaking about getting people to know you in the Kendama community, I think a lot of times a lot of people like to film, and I say this because I did this at one point, and I kind of realized that it made me a worse Kendama player in a way. But a lot of people try and film themselves just in the end goal trying to get sponsored. And that's something that I feel like shouldn't be a thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I would definitely say that was not going to be a section of this. You shouldn't film to try and get sponsored unless you're filming for a specific contest, like Sweet Sponsor Me or whatever.
Right, yeah, so
contest.
That's a different thing.
That's different,
but I just wanted to make it a point to say that, like, if you're outside filming every day just with the end goal of getting sponsored, you're going to get super frustrated while making your videos. It's not going to be a good time for you. I mean, listen, guys, I was 15 at one point, and I had that dream, you know what I'm saying? And, it's just, it's the little goals, Try and get more people to follow you. Try and extend your networking. You don't focus on that outcome, because nothing's really gonna come of it if you try that. So
yeah, and overall, I think the biggest reason why you should make videos is to have fun.
Yeah,
Kendama's all about fun. It's a toy,
fun.
it's a game. It's what we do with it.
Yeah, and I'm sure you guys have heard it before. When you play Kendama, you want to improve yourself. That's what you want to do when you're making videos. You want to improve yourself. Don't focus on the what am I looking for? The outside goals, Focus on yourself first, And if when the time comes, maybe you will get sponsored, maybe you won't. But at the end, I mean, you're still going to be having fun if you're doing it for the right reason. So I just felt like that was important to say because I know a lot of people do that just so they can get sponsored.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. A lot of young people will think, oh, if I keep making videos, I'll get sponsored. It's not the truth. Really, a person that gets sponsored is, yeah, they're gonna make videos and they're gonna be really active online, but they're also gonna be really big in the community and off screen and really someone who makes Kendama better for everybody else, including themselves.
Yeah, I think it's important to keep that separated from when you're filming. Just film to get a trick on camera and make it look cool. Don't do it for the reason of being sponsored. I feel like we can delve into this subject a little more in a future podcast or something because I feel like it's something I'm really passionate about. Just because I hate seeing kids ruin Kendama for themselves just by trying to reach for that sponsorship that they're never gonna get if they go just for that.
Yeah. Kendama is all about fun, for sure.
Yeah.
So, like I said, making Kendama videos is vital for getting people to know you, getting yourself better at Kendama, and getting feedback. It's something natural that happens. I know you do it probably if you're watching this podcast. I can almost guarantee it, honestly. There are very few people that play Kendama that don't take videos themselves.
Yeah.
As far as I know. I mean, I guess I could be wrong. There could be like a little like cove of people out in Wyoming that just like they sit together, play Kendama together, and they don't ever they don't take videos. But
there could be like a second Bonzatron just sitting in the bat cave somewhere and just
yeah, right.
just holding in.
Yeah, but honestly, if you don't take videos of yourself, I really encourage you to do that. I really encourage you to take a video of yourself doing something that you think is exciting or you think that is a level up for yourself, and show it to FKC, show it to Downspike, show it to us, show it to someone.
If you're not gonna make the video for others to see, at least you'll have the joy of seeing yourself hit the trick.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is it's also a great memory, like hitting a hard trick. It's memorable for yourself, but if you're in front of a camera, you can go back and see it. If you make it cool with some music like that, it just ups the hype of getting that trick at that time. It makes you go back to thinking, oh my god, I hit that cliffhanger thing and that was so cool. And that's another great reason for doing it. Do it for the remembrance and the history of your Kendama past.
Yeah.
I will say, one thing that disappoints me about my own Kendama past is that I don't know when I started playing Kendama. Like I really don't know what the day was that I started playing Kendama. Like, seriously. And that kind of upsets me because I see a lot of people that are like, oh, today's my 6th year playing Kendama, cool, or today's my 5th year, whatever. I'm like, that's cool. I don't know when that happened. It was like probably October or something.
Besides that point, Kendama is a very important thing, and I feel like filming yourself is just one of those things. It's like skateboarding or rollerblading or anything else. You just want to share what your skills are with everyone else, and by doing so and just showing your joy that you have while doing it, people are gonna follow you and they're gonna pay attention to what you do. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to a previous podcast we did with Ryan Plord where we actually talk about the techniques of filming and different ways you can make your editing a little bit better. So if you guys haven't checked that podcast out yet, just go back through the SoundCloud podcast we have uploaded and it's up there for you to look at.
Yeah, and if you're watching this on YouTube, we are on SoundCloud at Georgia Kendama Radio.
We're going to leave that link right down in the bottom of the description for you guys.
Yeah, you should definitely check that out. So, to recap, you should take Kendama videos. Why are Kendama videos vital? It's vital for A, learning new tricks yourself and getting feedback and getting better at it. B, for getting new friends, learning that there are new people out there and figuring out, where the community is and having people know you. It's good for learning or remembering your history of Kendama, so what tricks I hit in the past and the nostalgia of it. And it's also good just to have fun with. Kendama is all about having fun. So that's pretty much gonna be it. I hope this was interesting to you guys. We really want to see some videos from you guys, so if you are taking videos, you can send the link to that if they're on YouTube to the comments box. We want to see them, especially if you're in Georgia. I really want to see those videos. I want to see all videos, of course, but Georgia homies are always first. And that's about it. Thank you guys so much for listening. I'm Nick at Nick German 20.
My name is Corey Sipes at Snipes Dama.
And this has been Georgia Kendama Radio.